us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for space. It's Price. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Lewis to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong, but so quick. So they can beat you with speed, or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in. And you saw that right defensive end come off the end and make the sack.
Finds his man. It's Miller. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Missouri 7, Colorado 3.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Roberts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Pride. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Using his feet to buy time. Fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Lewis wants to pass, using the quick game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Lewis to throw. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking for the end zone. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot in bounds along that left side. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Missouri, 7.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He might want another play. Lewis to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the out route. It's now 3rd down.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Extending the play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To throw, it's Horn. Pocket breaking down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Makes the grab. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Horn. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At the 42-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
With the score, Colorado 27, Missouri 7.
After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period.